She left kickball, Holiday Station stores, and discussing her bowels. Jenny on the Dave Ryan Show on 101.3 KDWB.
I am in Colorado. I came out to see my sister Vivian for her birthday, but friends were sending me pictures of the smoke. And people were saying, a friend of mine said, hey, let's go for a run if the smoke clears on Friday. And I said, I'm not in town, but, and then a friend of mine, Curtis, he sent me a picture of the sun, which was glowing red from all the smoke yesterday. When we took off from MSP, we got maybe 30 seconds into the air and you could not see the ground anymore because the smoke was so thick.
Wow.
I've never seen smoke so thick like this. And it's, it's all coming from Drake's apartment, which is the funny thing about it, which, Drake just needs to back off a little. Anyway, it's Canadian wildfires. There's nothing we can do about it. Those freaking Canadians, they're always trying to come down here somewhere or another. You know what I'm saying?
People said it's like the equivalent if you stay outside. It's like smoking 3 cigarettes. Obviously, you don't have the nicotine and things, but they said that's the equivalent because they were saying that if you were in New York where it's really bad, it was like the equivalent of smoking 7 cigarettes or something.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I guess the football practice or soccer practice or whatever, some of those are canceled. So, you know what? You're not stupid. You know what to do. If you've got problems, or mom and dad got problems, just kind of take it easy. Probably not the date. The problem is, grandma's is on Sunday. And I don't know what the smoke is like in Duluth. If you're listening in Duluth, send me a quick text message at KDWB1 and let me know if the smoke is bad in Duluth. If you're going to do grandma's, shout out to you. I've done it a couple of times. I've done the half a couple of times, and it is a beautiful run. One of the weird things about grandma's is you can see the finish line from about 8 miles away. And you can see it's the lift bridge. The Duluth lift bridge is basically the finish line. And from about 8 miles away, you can see the lift bridge through the trees here and there. And it's like, it's a ways away.
I would imagine it would be even worse because the more north you go, I'd imagine it would get worse and worse. But I guess I don't know.
Could be, yeah. Send me a text and let me know what the smoke is like in Duluth. And good luck in the marathon this weekend. Good luck on Taydwb because in a couple of minutes, we're going to give away Taylor Swift tickets by calling name on the radio. If you signed up to be a verified fan, you can go see Taylor Swift. If you hear your name on the radio, you call us up within 13 minutes. I'll give you the number then, but it's the same number we've had for years, 651-989-KDWB. And we'll take care of that coming up in 20 minutes.
Thanks to FVP Batteries for that.
Yeah, thanks, you guys. Appreciate that. Went out to dinner with Donna last night, and somebody said, is she the one that fell in the manhole? No, I went to dinner with Vivian. And then Donna and Sharon were there, too. My sister's in Colorado. And Vivian's never fallen into a manhole.
Oh, yeah.
But somebody said, you had to tell the story about Donna fell into a manhole. I said, that's pretty much the story. Donna texted me one day and said, Dave, I fell into a manhole. And I'm picturing like a cartoon character walking over a hole, and then hesitating for a moment as they realize there's nothing beneath them. And they're trying to touch the ground with their toes. They realize there's nothing there. And then all of a sudden, whoop. So,
gosh.
She hasn't fallen into a manhole lately. But
that's good. I'm glad she's taken a little break from that.
She did stop everybody and say hi to them. This is one of my things with Donna. She's got to say hi to everybody, even if she doesn't know them. And even if she thinks she knows them, she'll stop them. And then the other thing, she calls celebrities by their first names. She's like, you know what? Lorenzo came to our church, and he is just such a good Christian guy. I really liked Lorenzo. Lorenzo? Yeah, Lorenzo Lamas. And I'm like, Donna, just stop. You don't know these celebrities. Don't call. Oh, Randy likes Panera Bread. Randy who? Randy Quaid loves Panera Bread.
My gosh.
Donna, shut up.
I love that. That could be a whole SNL character, your sister. I love it.
Oh, my God. Love them to pieces, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Going to play a quick round of the Hello game. Fallon, you get to go first. You can play this, your home version. You're going to pick a random person in your phone, and you're going to call them, but you're going to be silent when they answer. In advance, you have to guess how many times they say hello before they hang up. What do you got? Who you got?
I'll call Abby. She's going to know better. She's probably going to say hello 2 to 3 times, then be like, okay, and hang up. And that's assuming she answers. But she should be awake at this time.
Okay.
Here we go.
Just calling. Maybe.
How many times? Pick a 2 or a 3. How many times?
3. God.
Or sometimes they go, nope, not playing.
You know, Abby, I know you're awake.
Is it 8 there? Or 7?
WIHT-FM, but she has a normal job.
Your call has been forwarded.
Well, no hellos.
All right, I'll
That's
try. I'm going to try former intern Jordan. Jordan will probably be up. I'm going to say Jordan is a pretty patient guy. He's going to say hello 5 times before he hangs up.
He'll also say something funny, but 5 is a big guess,
Yeah.
Dave. He does have a
course.
baby.
I know he's got a baby. That's why I think he's up.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I think our friends are on.
Call has been forwarded.
Yep, our friends are on to us because everybody knows we're DJs and we're going to call them and do wacky stuff.
Wacky.
All right, Jenny,
All right. I'm going to call my friend Coyote. I don't know that he will be awake, honestly, but if he is, I think he'll say hi twice. Hello twice.
Okay.
It's calling.
By the way, while you're dialing, I got a couple of text messages. They say the smoke is not bad in Duluth. It gets bad around Pine City, Hinckley. So you go into the marathon, you should be good.
Hey, what's up? Hello? Hello?
You're the worst. You could tell he was sleeping, Jenny.
God, what a terrible
I'm
friend.
so
Poor
happy
Coyote.
he answered. Oh, I really thought he'd give up only after 2. He got 3.
Yeah.
By the way, Jordan is now calling me back, and I just hit ignore. So I got to call Jordan back and explain. It's just a radio game. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, a lot of people texting and saying, hey, it's not bad. Smoke is way worse down in the Twin Cities. And they say right now, somebody said, I'm driving along Lake Superior right now, listening on iHeartRadio.
Thank you.
Little visibility and hazy. So anyway, something to keep in mind if you're doing the marathon. That's all your decision. You can look on a map, apparently, from the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency and see what that looks like. We'll be back with a very important segment on the Dave Ryan Show. We're going to call a name for Taylor Swift tickets next on. Okay, do we have a winner yet?
Drake's answering a phone call right now.
Yeah, Drake is on the phone, but that doesn't mean it's the actual person. It could be someone being like, I think you might have said my name.
It's so funny because we do get that. We get people who go, oh, I didn't hear it. I didn't listen. I better call in to see whether they said my name. Best way to win is to listen to win. We're talking about Taylor Swift tickets. It's Taydwb every Thursday, and including next Thursday and probably on Friday, too. We're giving away tickets like all the time. Sign up to be a verified fan on taydwb.com.
Thanks to
If we
FVP
don't-
batteries.
Thank you very much for helping us out with that one. Drake is talking to somebody. Have him give the thumbs up or thumbs down.
Have somebody
Yeah,
on the
thumbs
phone.
up.
Dave, do you want to say someone's name? You should know it.
Yes. I do have a name. The name for this hour is Lauren Melcher. Is that who we have on the phone?
Hi, yes it is.
Oh my God, Lauren! I gotta
Thank you so
verify.
much.
I gotta verify that it's really you, Lauren. First of all, where do you live? Where do you live?
Storview.
Okay, I need the first number in your street address.
8.
That is you. Yes, congratulations! Oh my God.
Thank you.
Lauren, give me your experience. Tell me about your journey to win these Taylor Swift tickets. You signed up online, and then did you listen a couple of weeks, and you didn't win? Tell me about your experience here.
Yes, I've been waiting so long to get the tickets. I signed up online, and I've been listening like every day, hoping that it was me. So I'm glad I woke up early for this.
Did you take KWB's advice and put an alarm in your phone so you would wake up early so
Yes.
you'd not miss
Yes,
this?
I did, and I just got a notification from the app to listen in. So
Oh, good thing you got that then.
That is amazing. On the iHeartRadio app, what do you got going on today, Lauren, besides bragging that you won Taylor Swift tickets?
I'm about to drive to work, so it'll be a good drive.
Okay, very cool.
You can
Thanks
quit
for
your
listening.
job now. You got Taylor Swift tickets. You can quit your job, you know?
She didn't win the Powerball, Fallon.
right.
That's bad advice. It's not the Powerball. It's a totally different
Okay,
thing.
fine.
Lauren, I'm going to put you on hold for a second. We will get you all set for your tickets for Taylor Swift. I got to tell you, the next time we'll do a drawing is this morning at 9:20. 9:20. Be here or be back. If you got to leave, I get it. That's a couple of hours away. You got to leave. That's okay. Come back by about 9:10, 9:15. Do what Lauren did. Put an alarm in your phone, or she might have forgotten. So make sure you're here to win from Taydwb. Out of nowhere, we were trying to help Drake with saving money because Drake is just really bad with money. And Drake is like, he was complaining he didn't have money for rent or whatever. But then he went out and had his ears custom fitted for like ear headsets or earbuds or something like that, right?
Yeah, it was like custom in-ear monitors.
Yeah. And those were how much?
There came out to be like about $700.
Drake, oh my gosh, you can't even afford Chipotle. Why are you spending money on stuff like that?
It's something I've been wanting for a while, and I did have my chat paid for most of it. So
I want to get a chat to pay for sketchy things.
Yeah, seriously.
Drake is on Twitch, so he has people that pay, and like, I mean, that's cool, good for you. So we're talking about, I mean, let's give it. We said on Facebook, give us some easy ways to save money. Because a lot of people go, yes, save money. Well, other than deprive myself, what ways are there? This is such a classic one. Cindy says, take out a set amount of cash each week. Once it's gone, it's gone. Then anything left in your checking after each paycheck, put that into savings. This one, Katie says, work with a financial advisor as soon as possible. They can debunk so many myths out there, and they are held to what they call fiduciary standards that are in their client's best interest. In other words, they can't make a move that's not that's in their best interest. It's got to be in yours.
Yeah,
you might be a little bit early for a financial advisor, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I don't even know if he has a 401k at this point, so you should probably start with a 401k. But I do think that there is a misconception with financial advisors where people think you have to be rich to have one and invest all this money, and that is not the case. The earlier you start investing and using a financial advisor, that's obviously better for you in the long run for your life. So I would say if he can do it, why not? But yeah.
Here's an easy one. Brandy Joy says meal plan and cook most of your meals at home. Going out that's a treat. Don't use DoorDash and other services that cause insane amounts of fees. Drake, do you use DoorDash or any of those services?
He does, yeah.
He's getting the Taylor Swift winner
Okay,
information.
gotcha.
So she's not sitting on
He
hold
does.
right
He's
now.
talked about it. That was one of his goals, was to at least pull back on that. So I think he's pulled back a little bit, but he does use that. Yes.
I think that, I mean, DoorDash, not only is it's going to be, pricey for the food, but it's also, there's a fee in there too. Beth says carry cash for spending money. Don't buy online, and pay your bills and put your money into savings. Don't use credit cards unless you can pay them off every month. I had Cricket, Beth's mom, terrible with money. She said, yeah, I'm really good with money. I always try to make the minimum payment every month on my credit cards. I'm like, you are not good with money. If that's all you're able to do is pay the minimum payment every month, do you know how long that'll take to pay off and how much interest you will be? And it's like, she's broke. She can't afford anything.
Oh,
so
forever,
it's like,
yeah,
forever. So that's just, they're going to just suck you in and you're going to be paying forever.
I've made the joke about my friend Heidi forever because in college, a lot of people fall into these. So she got one of the leather jacket. It probably wasn't even real leather at Maurice's in the mall. So she opened the Maurice's credit card, and I'm certain she spent like $800 by the end of it on this one leather jacket because she was doing the minimum payments. I'm like, Heidi, just pay off the leather jacket. God.
I'll give you another one that I don't like. It's rent to own. And I've done rent to own because you can get decent stuff and then you own it. But by the time I figured out how much rent to own was, I think I paid about 3 times more than what it was worth for my furniture. So rent to own is something, I don't want to knock it completely, but check into it. Figure out what you're paying before you agree to it. Shopping tricks. I've heard this one too. When you're at the grocery store, they put all the best, most popular stuff at eye level. They put the, Cinnamon Toast Crunch at eye level. But the stuff, what is the stuff that they make? It comes in a plastic bag. That's down on the ground level, and it's just as good, right? What is the local brand that they make here in Minnesota?
O's, I thought.
Yeah.
Something with O's in it, but I don't remember.
I don't remember. Somebody will know. Compare prices between different stores. I'll be honest with you, you're not going to do that. Drake is not going to go online and compare prices between Aldi and Cub. He's just not going to. They say avoid using the cart. That's going to save you time and energy by not having to push a cart around, and it also allows you to move more quickly and easily through the store.
I've been told a lot of people do their grocery shopping online, and that saves them money because then they just go pick it up, and they aren't distracted walking through the aisles, finding more things they weren't and don't need, like putting those in their cart. So that might be a starter point, too.
I would also say don't shop when you're hungry. Mm-hmm. Susan is the worst. She'll shop when she's hungry, and we'll be walking around the Cub, and she'll be like, oh, yeah, let's get some deli meat. Oh, and let's get a big jar of, let's get several kinds of pickles. Oh, my God, this looks really good. When's the last time we had ice cream and ice cream cones? I'm like, Put it back. We are not going to eat ice cream. You're hungry. Let's stop by Chick-fil-A on the way home. Don't shop when you're hungry is another one.
And Dave, Malt-O-Meal is your knockoff brand cereal.
They still make Malt-O-Meal here in the Twin Cities, or like down in Faribault or something like that?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean,
not really sure.
Yeah.
They say one of the best things you can do is walk, bike, or use public transportation to go to the store. That saves money on gas and parking, and it'll help you get some exercise in. They also say meat goes on sale. When does meat go on sale at the grocery store? They mark it down when it's about to turn brown, or what do they do?
I don't know, but my mom does buy meat on sale, and she will get the maximum amount you can get, and she freezes the extra. I mean, that's kind of been her standard since we were kids to save money.
Separate wants from needs. Do you really need that 42-inch flat screen TV? When money is tight, it should not be spent unless absolutely necessary. And I think that's what Drake... he's human. He bought these, $700 earbuds, whatever. I don't know. I mean, he says his Twitch fans are paying for it still. Well, you could say that's like a part of his career because he does streaming after the show.
Yeah.
I will say, I also didn't just do it because I wanted it. It's also something that's going to help my hearing because I can tell at 22 that my hearing is not great.
Yeah, Drake has talked about that since he started. He has very poor hearing.
Yeah, it's just not good. So these are going to help me, hopefully, so I don't keep continuously damaging my hearing.
Well, good luck because, I don't want to hear you coming in next week and going, hey, Fallon, I need to borrow $52 for my cable bill.
Okay.
Because I went to the casino again.
I am not going to the casino. I've made it a thing like the rest of the summer. I'm just not going to do it. Also,
that's easy to say since you just went to the casino last week. You're like, I'm good for the rest of the summer. Yeah, right.
2 weeks ago. Okay, listen, I'm trying out here. I'm trying, okay?
All right. It is KDWB. Let's do Dave's Dirt on Taydwb. More tickets coming up.
101.3 KDWB.
All right. We're going to do the quickest Dave's Dirt because we're going to be late for War of the Roses. Shawn Mendes, he just did an interview with Zane Lowe of Apple Music, and he said, I'm still in a really confused place. I'm approaching 25, and I still feel really quite confused about a lot of things in my life. So he says he is still discovering himself. And speaking of that, Demi Lovato addressed why she dropped the pronouns. She said, honestly, it was too exhausting. She said, I constantly had to educate people and explain why I identified with these pronouns. It was absolutely exhausting. I just got tired of it. I face it every day still, though, when I maybe look at a government document where you have to specify your gender. You only have two options, male and female. And I feel like none of that makes sense to me. But she just went back to being she, her, because she was sick of explaining they, them to people all the time.
I am so sick of Demi Lovato every once in a while doing this, doing that to get a little more publicity. How about create some hit songs and do something that is absolutely noteworthy instead of like another publicity stunt?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They do this all the time. And then they did the Space Alien show. And it's like, come on. Can we just put her on STFU Island?
I don't know if you've noticed, but I haven't read a Demi Lovato story in months. That was the first one I've purposely done. Yep. But anyway, that's it for Dave's Dirt, so we can get into Roses because we're already late.
Okay, let's do War of the Roses right now. Catch a cheater on TayDWB. Let's do it.
Ready to spring the trap? On Cheaters. War of the Roses on KDWB.
There's certain cliches when somebody is cheating. They smell like somebody else's cologne, or they smell like somebody else's perfume, or they've got a hickey, or you find an earring in their bed, or you find a hotel key card in their pocket, or a condom in their jacket. This one is one of those cliches, but it's legit. Good morning, Curtis.
Good morning. How's it going?
Tell us what happened. You are engaged to, what's your fiance's name?
Madison.
So you and Madison been together for a while, and you would never think that Madison would be the kind to mess around or cheat or hook up with somebody else. That's
no,
not.
I wouldn't have got engaged if I did. You know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, but you found one of those cliche signs of cheating.
I did.
What did you find?
I actually found, I was like getting a piece of dentine out of her purse, and I found a hotel key card for a Marriott in her purse, and we haven't gone to a Marriott or anything. So I was just like, what? I was, it's very unlike her, I have to say. I was shocked. So I asked her, I was like, hey, where did this hotel card come from? And she was like, I don't know. And I was like, what do you mean you don't know? How do you not know? How do you not know where the hotel card came from? You don't stay at a hotel all that often. And she just looked at me and she was like kind of shocked. She was like, I don't know. And I don't know. I don't know how you don't know him. It's very suspicious, but it's just very unlike her,
I was watching a Dateline episode one time, and somebody got accused of something. It's like, wait, why is this here? Why do you have a bloody glove in your, in your closet? And they said something like, when they're guilty, they'll make up an excuse. They'll be like, oh, man, yeah, I cut myself gardening, and I put the glove in there, and I was going to get it late. But they said when they're innocent, they will literally go, I don't know. I don't know how that cocaine got in my pocket.
Yeah, well, you see, that's the thing. It sounded like she was telling the truth. Like, she definitely sounded like she was being honest. I just tried to rack my brain, and how did it get in there? Like, how do you just have a hotel key card?
Do you remember,
how did that
I don't know how long, Curtis, you've listened to the show, but there's a story that I've told a million times that Susan was cleaning the guest room and she found a gay male brochure in the guest room. And it said something like, are you a gay male, but you're married and you don't know what to do? And so I came home one night and she was shaking. Like one afternoon from work, she was shaking. She's like, I found this in the guest room. And I looked at it. And at first I thought it was like an AIDS brochure. Like, are you afraid you have AIDS? And I looked at it like, what? And then she's like, look at it again. And then I realized it was a brochure that was for gay men that were married and were secretly gay. And I told her, I said, I don't know how it got there, but I can guarantee you there is a logical explanation. We asked the cleaning lady. She didn't know. I asked my daughter, Beth, and she didn't know. And she joked, is there something you're not telling me, Dad?
Yeah.
And it finally turned out my nephew had gone to Sex World and found this. And he claims he did it as a joke.
Yeah.
Which is a terrible joke.
That is.
I honestly think that his buddy might have picked it up.
Yeah.
My nephew, I don't think he's gay. He's, married and got kids, but, you never know. So anyway, I told my wife there's a logical explanation. So your partner, fiance, Madison, says, I don't care what you think, Curtis. I didn't put it there. This hotel room key, there's a logical explanation, right?
Yeah, I would love to know what that explanation is, though. I would love for her to enlighten me.
Well, let's think about it. When I leave a hotel room, I always carry the key with me. I always put it in my back pocket when I check out because I'll forgot my jacket or I forgot my, toothbrush or whatever. So I always have it. So when I go back, I don't have to go to the front desk. But if she did have a Marriott key in her purse, she would have said, oh, that's because I was at the Marriott last September for a wedding. But she doesn't give you anything like that.
Yeah, no, nothing. So, if she said that, that would be chill. I would have been like, oh, okay. And I probably would have just believed her. But it was the I don't know that would got me like, what do you mean you don't know?
Right.
So.
Well, and again, you know what? I really hope that she's not cheating because if you're engaged and you are totally not suspecting anything, this would be totally blindsided. So we are going to call. If you still want us to, we can call her and say, hey, you win a couple's date. Who do you want to go on a couple's date with? And what are your options this week? Are you doing axe throwing, painting? What are you doing?
Well, it is summer, so I'm going to do a little kayaking. I am going to do, I don't know, maybe should I do like a distillery tasting maybe? That's something different?
Sure, yeah.
What else would sound fancy? You said axe throwing. It's kind of indoors. Is there something outside?
Golf outing.
Golf, yeah, great.
Golf lessons.
Yep,
okay.
Love that. Okay.
So we'll call, we'll say, hey, you won this. Who do you want to go along with? And we need the name of, the partner she wants to go along with. Hopefully she'll say you, Curtis. You don't have in the mind of there's nobody else. There's no ex-boyfriend. There's no ex. There's no baby daddy, anything like that.
Not that I know of.
Wouldn't that be surprising? I'd like to go with our child and my ex, Rodney.
That's hilarious, right? That your fiance would do that.
God, you know what, Fallon? Nope. I'll bet you. We've talked about this before. What did you find out about somebody after you started dating, after you
married,
moved in, after you married them, after you got engaged? All right, Curtis, stay there. I think you're probably okay. There's something that tells me that you're okay.
The fact that there's no other signs, like usually there are multiple red flags, and that's what triggers someone. I think that you've never felt this before, and this is just weird. That feels promising to me.
I hope you guys are right.
Well, let's hope so. We'll find out next when we make the phone call.
Back to Dave Ryan's War of the Roses on KDWB.
Kind of give you a little reset what happened on War of the Roses. He's engaged to somebody, and he was looking for dentine gum in her purse. I don't know why dentine. I didn't even know that thing was still around anymore.
I didn't
whatever.
either. I thought Orbit was the spot for gum these days, you know?
So he's looking, he finds a hotel key card in her purse. And, well, that is the most cliche thing ever. So he's like, well, hey, why do you have a hotel key card in your purse? And she's like, what? Let me see it. And she looks at it, and she's like, I don't know. And her reaction was genuine, like, I really don't know why it was there. Instead of like, it's been there for 15 years. I don't know, you put it there. She really acted like she didn't know. So she's like, I don't know what it is. But he doesn't believe her completely, so he wants us to call her and set a trap by saying, hey, you've won a couple's night out. Who do you want to go with? And that's when we're set the trap, and hopefully she will pick him. Let's make the phone call on War of the Roses on Taydwb.
We have 3 really great couples outings to choose from as just a way of saying thank you for taking time out of your day and participating in this very needed and appreciated survey. So the first option would be for you and a partner to take a golf lesson together. We would set that all up. The second option is a distillery tasting. And your final one is a kayaking adventure for you and a +1. Do any of those sound like a fun adventure you'd want to be a part of?
Yeah, the distillery tasting sounds really awesome, actually. That would be amazing.
Okay, perfect. What we'll do is we have your name on the reservation because we already have your information. We would like to add your +1's name so we can send out some information just to make sure they're 21 and older, all of those details. So who would you like to take with you as your +1?
So I'm gonna bring my fiance. His name is Curtis.
Perfect. Wow. That's the good news. And here's where everything gets a little bit convoluted. Madison, this is a trap. There's no distillery tour tasting. It's all a trap. Do you have any idea why? First of all, let me explain. My name is Dave Ryan, and that is Fallon, and we do the morning show over at KDWB Radio. And we called to set a trap to see who you would go on this distillery tour with, and you chose Curtis.
Yeah.
Well, there's a reason we called you, because Curtis put us up to making this phone call. Matter of fact, guess who's listening in on the phone call right now?
Hello.
Oh. Hi. Hi.
Hey.
Do you like surprises? Everybody says they like surprises. Do you like surprises?
Yeah, I guess this is a little different than what I had in mind when I say I like surprises, but what
No, what is a great question? Seriously,
Yeah.
what is a great question? So I'm going to kind of let Curtis explain this, but Curtis was a little bit suspicious that you might be interested in somebody else or seeing somebody. Curtis, you already know this. This is not a surprise to you. Curtis, tell Madison why you are setting this little trap for her.
Well, it was a Marriott card. I still, I still could not figure out where that could possibly come from. I know that you said you didn't know, but how do you not know? It's a hotel key card. You don't go to hotels a lot, and I love you so much. You know that I love you, and you know that I trust you, and I really do believe you. But it's just like I cannot make logical sense of it in my head. And I really, I thought that maybe there could possibly be somebody else. So this way I would know, another person, then it wasn't me to go on this little, outing with, then it would have been, I would have given me an answer that I would have hated, but, at least I would have known. But you did pick me, so that's good. But I still just don't know where the key card came from.
I think that's the thing, and he summed it up well. We're so puzzled, like, where could a key card come from? They don't just appear in your purse. It's not like you had it open at a bar somewhere and somebody knocked it off a table. But you're also not trying to make a lie, because, see, I would have lied about it. I would have said, oh, yeah, you know what? Oh, you found a condom? Yeah, I'm holding on to it for Fallon.
What? Why throw me under the bus?
I'd say Drake. I'd say, Drake was being silly, and he gave me a condom as a joke.
LOL.
See, but you didn't try to make an excuse, but you still don't know where the card key came from.
I truly, genuinely have no idea. Like, Curtis, we've gone over this over and over again, and I've thought about it over and over, and I've been racking my brain because, like you said, I don't go to hotels very often. I wouldn't have just held on to one from a long time ago. I don't know where it came from, and I haven't been able to think of anything except that maybe someone in our friend group could have put it in my purse because they don't like me and they thought it would be funny. I get the vibe that some people maybe don't like me that much, and it seems crazy, but it's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, so, I guess if you have a large friend group, there might be somebody in your friend group that's like, I don't like her, whatever. But what a crappy thing to do is, like, you know what, if they don't like you, just don't talk to you. Or just be cordial, but don't try to screw up. That's not a joke. I did that to Pat Eberts as a joke.
You did something similar.
And that's where I learned never to do that. I put a condom in my friend's briefcase, and his wife found it. And he's like, Dave did it. I know Dave did it. She's like, yeah, sure, right. And I said, do you want me to call her and tell her it was me? He's like, no, she doesn't want to hear from you.
You've done enough.
Yeah, I've done enough.
Mm-hmm.
So you think it might have been... Go ahead.
Well, and now, I'm thinking about it. We just went to a brewery with a big group of friends. We were just at a brewery. So maybe someone could have slipped something in my purse when I went to the bathroom. It's the only thing I can think of.
That would be really awful if somebody did that. That really would be the only explanation I can think of. But I can't even think of, who would be so terrible, But I do believe you. I just wish I knew who or what or how.
All right, I'm gonna just ask everybody in the room, where is your BS meter right now? My BS meter is at a 0.5. I think she's telling the truth.
Me too. I do too.
0.5 BS meter?
Sure. I guess there has to be some percentage. It doesn't matter at the end of the day as long as Curtis believes her. But I don't get the vibe that she's being. Some people were like, I swear to God, it wasn't my underwear and that, in their mouth. So.
Where is your BS meter? Send me a text at KDWB1. 10 being absolute BS and 0 being she's 100% honest. Hey, I've kept you guys long enough. It sounds like everything's okay. Thanks for being on War of the Roses. And good luck and congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
I have a couple of text messages. One from a friend of mine. Shout out Renee in Princeton. She says she's lying. Women know what's in their purse. But listen to this one. Here's one that I got. I want you to listen to it because it could solve the whole mystery. I know who put the card there. I know that she is friends with Stacy. Stacy doesn't like you because Stacy thinks you think you're better than her. Stacy has done this before because I used to be friends with Stacy when she did it before, and we thought it was hysterical to put a hotel key card in somebody's purse. Stacy thought it was hysterical. So did I. I obviously outgrew that friendship. And basically they said, if this person is telling the truth, I know who did it. So if you know a Stacy on War of the Roses, that's your guilty party. So what do you do with that now? Do you go up to Stacy and hold the credit card in her face and say, hey, I know where this came from. Do you have anything to say for yourself? And then watch Stacy's reaction.
No, I think that she just tells her fiance to listen to this new evidence, and they move on, and she chooses to not hang out with Stacy anymore. Just don't even involve yourself with that person if that's what they think is funny.
Somebody said via text messages, it's probably one of the friends. She is telling the truth. And I kind of got the idea that she is telling the truth. And if it really is Stacy, first of all, Stacy, I know that seems genius because it really will create tension and it really will mess up somebody's weekend or week or relationship. But that is the most selfish, immature, third grade BS thing to do. It's kind of like bullying a kid that just because you don't like her and maybe you think she thinks she's better than you, and maybe she does think she's better than you, maybe she is better than you. Maybe you have low self-esteem and you feel like everybody thinks they're better than you. But to put a card in somebody's purse to screw up their relationship and think it's funny, that's awful. So I wonder if Stacy listens to the show. Wonder what Stacy is thinking right now.
If Stacy doesn't listen to the show, someone Stacy knows is listening, and they're going to tell Stacy. They're calling you out, Stacy.
I'm looking at text messages. This one, the text says, I agree with Curtis. It's really hard to trust somebody when there's just a little bit of evidence. I was using my husband's phone to call my phone, and I noticed a 1:30 FaceTime with a girl's name, and all I got from him was, I don't know. I have no idea. And I've got no other choice and no reason to believe that he's cheating, but it's still hard to have something like that happen with no explanation.
Yep. That would be, I something like that. Oh, you guys know me well enough. I would spin out for a long time on that.
All right, that is going to wrap up War of the Roses on Taydwb. Your next chance to win Taylor Swift tickets, 9:20 this morning. If you got to leave and come back, I totally get it, but I'd rather you stay because we have a lot of stuff coming up. And for example, Nick Swardson tickets. He's going to be at Treasure Island. Yeah, it's in November. It's around Thanksgiving time. But around that time, you'll be going, God, I wish I had something to do. Nick Swardson at Treasure Island. Here's a little clip of Nick Swardson while you call in to win your tickets. It's 651-989-KDWB. We'll grant a random enthusiastic caller. And here's Nick Swardson. Nick Swardson, so funny. Treasure Island welcomes Nick Swardson coming up on November 25th. Tickets are on sale now. You're going, that's so far in the future. I don't plan that far ahead. It'll come whether you plan for it or not. Oh, write that down, Jenny. It'll come whether you plan for it or not.
Okay.
Like 4th of July. I'm not going to make any plans. Well, all of a sudden it'll be 4th of July, and you're sitting there going, what are we going to do?
I wish I would have made plans.
I don't know if people plan whether you come for it or not. I found something really interesting online where everything lives.
Yeah.
It says, if this secret got out, it would change my life. And I spent probably an hour on the airplane reading these last night. Oh, these are crazy. For example, I stopped working at work about a year ago. I have no idea what they want from me because I watch 12 hours of shows on my laptop and I work for 30 minutes. Somebody else said it would change my life if they knew that basically their position was eliminated or something like 10 years ago, but they've been getting paid ever since then.
Oh yeah, that's something I wouldn't mess with because they could come back and you have to give that money back.
And probably penalties, too. It's kind of like when your bank accidentally puts $40 million in your bank account and you go spend it. Yeah, that's not really yours. I want to ask you a question. What is one secret that if it got out, it could ruin or change your life? Nothing awful like, I found out my dad had a kid with another. I mean, sure, okay, maybe, but nothing like disgusting, nothing awful or, violent or whatever. This one was really interesting. They say, I stopped doing martial arts because they took in a kids group and we were expected to help coach them while we were still paying for our own class. I stopped because fighting other men made me horny as hell, and that was not a context in which I wanted to interact with kids. So they would interact and like grapple with other men, and it would make them horny.
Yep, fair.
And they didn't want to look up, and there's like 8-year-old, buddy standing there. So they said, stop.
Didn't you say a lot of them were like people who they don't know that so-and-so isn't their kid or their uncle or whatever, their grandfather?
I love this one because it's so stupid. There are tons of people on this website that are saying, when I go to a picnic, I go get potato salad down at the grocery store. I put it in my own Gladware or my own bowl. Or when I get cookies for the Christmas party, I buy them at the grocery store and then I put them in Gladware. Love this one goes next level. At Christmas, my family loves my homemade eggnog. I buy it at the store and I put a couple of tiny little pieces of eggshell in it to make it look like they were missed. I love this. Hey, if you've got one, these are confessions that are kind of on a next level. Here's one. I didn't graduate from college. I went to college for 6 years and I never graduated, but my mom and dad think that I did. Wow.
Okay.
There are a bunch of people who basically say that they gave up drinking because they had blacked out. This one is the one. I'm 40 years old. Parents had no idea that I graduated from college. I won the lottery. And I haven't told anybody or changed my lifestyle. I'm still going to finish my degree in data science so I can say my money is for my new job. I don't want people calling me.
Yep.
I don't want people bothering me. I don't want people to ask for money. I am just going to quietly keep it quiet.
That's smart. And I mean, I get they must live in a state where it doesn't have to be public. Like, because some places you can keep your identity anonymous,
True.
But some I don't think you can. So I've heard from a lot of people, if you can, do it, because people from out of nowhere, a cousin you don't even know, they're like, "How can I get $20,000?" You're like, no, you can't.
And it's hard, yeah. We're talking about secrets that if you told them or it got out, it would change your life. I like this one because I think it's more common than people think. I sometimes have the strong urge to run away from my life and start over in another state. It may not ruin it, but it wouldn't be good. Here was somebody who caught them assaulting a woman at a one of those rock concert festival things, and he beat the snot out of the guy and gave him brain damage.
Oh my God!
And they never caught him, and he doesn't feel bad because the guy was assaulting somebody.
Okay, here's a text we just got.
Yeah, what do you got?
It wouldn't ruin his life, but my husband would be mad. Check this out. I submit his medical expense to Flex, pocket the cash, and then make him pay for the bill.
Okay.
A little extra money.
Oh my God.
I collect welfare for being disabled.
Oh no.
And I am not disabled, and it's probably a pretty common one. So if you've got one, then send us a text or call us at 651-989-KDWB.
Here's one. Had a one-night stand with an older woman at a party. She told me she had just started dating someone and felt bad. 2 days later, she was at a family gathering, and her new boyfriend is my uncle.
Oh, man. Okay. Another one. I secretly hate the super popular friend in my friend group because they are a one-upper. They are annoying, super intrusive, and not lying. They are rich and they do everything. They've got a one-upper story on how, and they are telling the truth. For example, that reminds me of when I went skydiving without a parachute. My partner jumped after me, clipped on, and pulled his chute. It was the most exhilarating experience ever. And somebody says, be a way underer. Every time somebody tells an over-the-top story, say, you know what? I went hiking without a backpack and no socks. No socks. And then look at the room like, top that, bitches.
God.
This is basically secrets that they got out. And I think everybody has a secret that if it got out, it would change or ruin your life. Jenny, what is yours? And I'm kidding.
I was going to say, I'm
kidding.
going to.
I want you to do, Jenny, I want you to think about it, though.
Oh,
think
I've got
about
plenty.
it. Think about the secret that if it got out, it could change or ruin your life.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I have anything
that.
I don't think I have
don't
anything
either.
that would ruin my
Me either.
life, but change, yeah.
Lies.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No lies.
Stay silent for a while until she gets uncomfortable.
then she'll blurt it out. Here's one kind of funny.
Can't take the silence.
I like this one. I'm looking at these online. I come across as friendly and kind, but deep down, I despise humanity.
Oh, God.
And I wish I could live alone in a cabin without human contact, just a lot of books and snacks. So probably a lot of people think that. Hey, if you got one, send to us a text at KDWB 153921 on the Dave Ryan Show. All right. Taylor Swift, talk about the preferred listener, preferred thing. What is it called? Preferred fan.
It's verified.
Verified fan. Yes, thank you. Tell me all about that.
Yes, we have a verified fan window, and you haven't signed up yet. What are you doing with your life? You need to go to taydwb.com. You become a verified fan, and it's powered by FVP batteries. If you've already entered, you're good. So you only have to do it the once, and then you just wait to listen for your name. And our next time we're going to call a name will be 9:20. If it's yours, you have 13 minutes to call and claim your tickets. We just did it with Lauren Melcher, and she won.
Woo.
So we're getting close to the show. We're a week and a day out from that show.
Isn't that crazy? It's one of those things where it's been coming up for so long. It is a week and a day away, and it's going to be a crazy weekend. I think it's like Pride Week. It's Pride Month, but I think there's a lot of Pride stuff going on. And also the gymnastics, the Olympics trials are downtown that weekend, too.
And there's also some kind of like EDM thing that Jenny is all about. WIHT.
It's the WIHT Festival with Steve Aoki. It's the headliner Friday night, and then Griffin's the headliner Saturday night. A bunch of my friends are going to that.
Gonna be, if you are interested in any of those events, do not leave your house and try to go to downtown Minneapolis is all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be chaotic.
Gonna be crazy. So all right, it's TWB, the Dave Ryan Show. We'll be back. Let's play a Taylor Swift song. We haven't played a Taylor Swift song for a while, and it is a big day here on TWB with another winner coming up, another verified fan at 9:20. Let's grab a Taylor Swift song. I don't care which one. We can go way back in the day, or we can go brand new. Let's play Taylor Swift right now on 101.3.
I need help deciding. There's so many options. I'm looking right now. How about Should Have Said No?
Sure.
Okay. There we go. We got one.
Let's do it.